I slowly drew out one of the cigarettes and gave the pack back to the strange pioneer. He turned it around in his hands for a while and then tossed back to me. Nah, take it. I quit. And that filthy smile again. To hell with it though. I need to go catch that insolent bitch. So, tell me where she went. Why do you need that poor girl? She is insignificantly small on the scale of the universe, and maybe doesn't even exist in this one. He thought for a moment, then continued. Same goes for you. Are you sure you exist? And even so, that your existence here now is the real one? Maybe you really existed before, and now you don't. So, you are probably the one of the Julia ending, I guess? Does it make sense? It's obvious you're not the same one as from. Well, it's obvious the pioneer we're playing is the strange pioneer from the Semyon ending. So by any other logic, you must be the one strange pioneer from the Julia ending. I guess? Or you will exist in future, and at the moment it's just a doll standing before me? The word doll fired painfully in my head, as if a .45 caliber Colt blew my brains out, splattering the contents of the brain pan over the area. Yeah, and it's Slavia's turn to clean tomorrow. I involuntarily smirked and sighed. Who are you? The insolent girl that spat in my face had long flown out of my head together with my brain. Who are you, I'm asking you? I grabbed him by the neckerchief and jerked him towards me with such strength that the damn red rag groaned and almost tore. But the pioneer only smiled. Calm down, don't worry that much. It's impossible to die here. You should know you've done that hundreds of times. I jumped back from him in terror. This phrase. I've certainly heard it before. No, not even that. I've been saying it myself. A long time ago. In one of my previous lives. Because you are Semyon. And I'm Semyon. Because you are me. Whoa. Hey, don't jump scare me and shit. The bench and the pioneer abruptly zoomed 100 meters away from me, as if I was falling from a roller coaster, only his disgusting grin remaining before my eyes. And then the world was covered in darkness. Ah, back we are here, huh? Well, and then I disappeared. Just like that? Zhenya kept her eyes fixed on the book, but the story seemed to start to interest her. Why not? The timely departure is a great skill, you know, and I'm a master of it if anything. Yeah, you're a master of everything. She put the book down and tugged me. Slavia, who was clearly swimming in our direction, seemed to notice it and turned around towards the beach. Wait, I didn't even get to the main part. They're not here after all. I shyly turned away from her. Zhenya clearly didn't like that and moved away from me. I'm tired of these stories of yours. They're always all one and the same. Let me tell you mine for a change. And what about, I wonder? Like how I got here, for example. I've heard it 100 times already. And I've heard yours 200. For Zhenya, Sovianok didn't start with our meeting and the checklist. Because I always have, and will have my first day of the session after she has already spent a week in the camp. Do you know that feeling when the time has stopped? When you can't die, even if you really want to? Well, yeah, like here in this camp? No, it was always easier for me here. People behave more honestly, properly. No one really bullies anyone. There's none of, at the very least, that malice that was everywhere then, before. Do you remember? I didn't answer. I can't just read books, talk to people. Someone needs me, someone considers me a friend. I have responsibilities. It seemed like Zhenya was ready to burst into tears. Alright, why am I getting... Anyway, this one time I just woke up because of the excessive shaking of the 410 bus. Have you ever taken that bus? I nodded. Well, I never did. We don't even have bus routes with 3 digits in our town. I didn't really understand what had happened yet, and the girl sitting near to me says, "Hi, my name is Slavia." Slavia? What Slavia? Slavia who? Of course I was confused. I tried not to show it. Then we arrived at the camp, and the thing started to get stirred up. And then it happened again. And then again. Zhenya sighed. And I've seen you many times. Youth, Slavia, Alisa, Lena. She quietly gritted her teeth. That wasn't me. We've been over that 100 times already, and now you're starting again. You, not you. You're all peas in a pot. I was in your camps too, right? But she was not all like the real me. So she's really like all the other girls, like Slavia and Alisa and stuff. She has her own camp. Exactly. Distinguishing the original from the fake is not as hard as you think. Yes, because the fakes get renewed every time and the originals stay. It's not like that at all. As if you know everything. What does it matter? I hugged Zhenya tight and closed my eyes. I woke up covered in sweat, my heart beating like mad. The rising sun was unbearably hot, though it was no later than 6 or 7 a.m. by the looks of it. What the hell happened to me? The sinister pioneer. What was that? Maybe it was just a dream, a hallucination. But now I'm ready to believe that. In anything at all. Someone was slowly walking towards me across the square. I stared and recognized the camp leader. "So, you're at it again," she said threateningly, leaning over me. It made me get up from the bench and make a step back. "And here I thought yesterday was just a misunderstanding, and I'm just speechless. To do something like that to a girl. What is she even talking about? What girl? What does she need from me, damn it?" You already forgot. But like, is this... I don't know, man. Let's just go on. At least the camp leader looked like usual. That calmed me down a little. "So, answer me now. You think you'll just get away with it this time? I'll call the police. I'll even take it to the secretary of the All-Union Komsomol organization." She was puffing so much she even went red and started to pant. "In my camp. You..." In general, this behavior from the camp leader doesn't surprise me one bit. But I felt uneasy because my mind was still returning to the events of the past night, leaving a depressing, painful feeling close to embarrassment about something done while in drunken haze. The strangest thing was that I didn't care about the camp leader shouting aloud a mere meter away from me. "Shut up already, okay? Shouting like there's a fire. What do you even know about problems? You think you've got a problem here? Oh, oh, oh." Jesus, the pioneer was almost raped. What a disaster. I grit my teeth and cast a menacing look at the camp leader that sent a flicker of fear across her face. "How about I tell you about real problems, not those in your little imaginary world? Though, just go to hell. You're just a waste of my time." On the other hand, I have always have more than enough of time. A frightful thought suddenly flashed through my head. What if everything will always be like this now? What if I lose control over this world forever? Any pioneer girl will be able to spit in my face at will, and the camp leader will get to lecture me like electronic. But that is worse than death. Anyway, I gotta go. I flung at the camp leader, who still hadn't recovered from shock, and went wherever my legs would carry me. But really, what is death for me personally? It seems like I've long since ceased to understand the very concept of the idea. Because if I can't disappear, if I'm destined to live through the very same week in the stamped camp time and time again, then maybe death is losing myself. Losing my power over the world. Having uncertainty ahead. But that's even worse than the fate of any regular human. Their life is a game with an unhappy ending and with no ability to save your progress. My life is a game with no ending, with the ability to save. What would they call such a life? If only I could remember how it is to be a regular man. They would probably call this hell. And this particular cycle, where even the soulless dolls humiliate me, it is its last circle. I was ready to lose my mind. If only I could. Well, you pretty much have, my friend. All the thoughts I'd been diligently driving away from myself suddenly surged with a new strength, returning long-forgotten feelings. Who turned out to be right in the end? I was always convincing myself that I'm right, not them, because I am alive and they disappeared while chasing empty illusions. Yeah, he's really the one who said there is no escape from here. But they disappeared, and I stayed. And who got the better part of it in the end? An already familiar snicker sounded nearby. Looks like you have understood something today. I know who you are. My voice sounded calm, but the heart was beating madly like never before. Oh really? I would be interesting to hear. It would be interesting to hear. You're the same as me, a pioneer, but from another cycle. But didn't you always think that the others were no more after Semyon drove off on the bus at that time? You thought that you were alone now in all these empty camps? I could be wrong. As hard as it was for me to admit it, that possibility existed. You? Wrong, why that cannot be. Whatever. What do you need? Did you just come to mock me for what I've been doing before? You're saying that as if you feel guilty. I don't feel guilty, and anyway, that's none of your business. Just answer the question. Well, maybe you are right. The pioneer thought for a moment, though it is a sin to laugh at the miserable. I suddenly felt a distinct desire to punch that disgusting smile off his face. After all, am I a trembling creature, or do I have the right? Who allowed him to impose his way in my world? Get lost! I shouted, jumped up, and swung my fists at him as hard as I could. But my hand just flew through a haze that disappeared in the air, and I lost my balance, painfully failing to the ground. When the pain abated a bit, I felt as if someone was standing nearby. And indeed, from the bushes was peeping a sassy little pioneer girl. You got what you deserved. Ona pokazala nyo yasaik, or something like that. Guess you're not as brave with your peers? Oh, you. It was so unexpected that I even forgot what I wanted to say. Doesn't it surprise you at all that a man just dissolved into thin air right in front of you? Well, things happen. Maybe it's some trick. It doesn't matter anyways. You got what you had coming. Not wanting to put up with these insults any longer, I abruptly jumped up and rushed at her. But the girl was skillfully running through the trees while I had to spend precious seconds dodging the branches that slashed at my face, hillocks sticking out, as well as invisible gullies. Earning a couple of bumps and scratching my hands bloodily, I finally caught her at the square. What, not so fast after all, are you? That's not as easy as running from some half-wits. Let me go, get off! The pioneer girl was crying. Oh, fuck me, you are so fucking sick. Suddenly I felt a strong blow to my back. Everything swam before my eyes, and the ground came at me with tremendous speed. Whoever is killing him, I mean, even if in this case, even if it's Lena. Oh, it's Elisa. Okay. Well, that's good then. So you're into children too? Yeah, fuck him up. I'm totally with you. That's it. Get him. Oh no, that was Slav. Yeah, that's all of the girls, I guess. A blow to the belly. I instantly covered my head with my arms. Not so cool now, are you? Wow, amazing. Everyone is beating him up. Another hit. At that point, I was ready to lose consciousness, but gathering the last bits of strength, raised myself onto my elbows and rolled several meters to the side. Blood was flowing into my eyes, turning the crowd of pioneers beating me up into a conscious red haze. This is, of course, not the best educational method, but quite an effective one, I think. From who the hell knows where came the camp leader's voice. What are you doing? Enough! And we're back on the roof again. Ah. Okay, I guess we'll stop this episode here. It's probably way too long anyway already. So, thank you everybody for watching. Come back for the next part. I have no idea what's going on right now. I don't know how that. So it's. I mean, to sum it up, it's quite obvious. Some things are now explained, like after the final ending, the harem ending, I guess. He's now completely alone in this world. He's somehow. He was not with the ghosts who left. Maybe the Semyon bad ending is like one of the ghosts, well, the strange Pyrenees ones that ride on the bus with the one Semyon who goes away with Julia. You know what I mean? Anyway, he's still there, and everyone is beating him up now, and I don't know. Well, I guess we'll learn. Maybe next episode, maybe the one after. I don't know how long this is. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.